My name is Gilbert Papagayo.
Hi, my name is Anissa.
I'm Amy Wong.
My name is Richard Shin.
I'm Abbas Kausar.
I'm Christine. I'm Sophia Matraswala. Mei Wing.
Judy Jen.
My name is Todd Spitz.
My name is Nashin Huck. I'm Pooja Modi.
Jesse Peck. My name is Rahul J.
I'm Monica Chan. I'm BC09.
She's 08.
I'm a freshman.
I'm a sophomore right now.
A senior this year in Columbia College.
School of Engineering.
Barnard College, class of 08.
CC07.
I'm CC09. I'm from Berkeley, California. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
I'm from Chicago.
Seattle.
I'm from New Jersey.
From Connecticut.
Virginia and Ohio.
Long Island, New York.
From Queens, New York.
Rochester, Minnesota.
From Bombay, India.
From Seoul, Korea.
Baroda, Gujarat, India.
Karachi, Pakistan.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
I'm from Hong Kong.
Singapore.
I'm representing Club Zamana,
The Vietnamese Students Association.
the Korean Students Association.
Singapore Students Association.
Columbia Japan Society.
Hong Kong Students and Scholars Society.
The Society of International Undergraduates.
Sound China, like Dimensions. Club Bangla.
Liga Filipina. Tablet.
Organization of Pakistani Students.
SAL, the South Asian Dance Team.
I'm here to represent Ho Hup Drum Troupe.
The Lion Dance Troupe at Columbia University. And CU Bungar, which is the Bungar Dance Troupe.
Rap Showcase.
Doing a spoken word performance. Speak a little English, a little Chinese,
I can speak Korean, English, and Japanese.
French.
German, and Spanish.
Mandarin.
Thai,
I'm proficient in Japanese, Cantonese,
Korean, a language called Tamil, Malay, Hindi, and a little bit of Marathi.
a little bit of Tagalog.
Urdu.
Gujarati.
Hokkien.
Bengali. Shanghainese.
How I identify myself? I like video games.
I was born in China and I came to America when I was 3. So I'm an American citizen, so I'm Chinese American and Asian American.
It's a really tough question.
I am Indian and I'm also from Punjab and I'm also American. So I was born here.
As an American, first, and as a Korean, second.
I'm Thai American and Asian American. It's Asian American and Taiwanese American.
Filipino American, and Asian American.
Asian American. Thai Chinese American.
I am Chinese, Canadian, and American.
I think first and foremost Asian American.
Bengali American because I embrace both cultures the same way.
I was born here, so it's very much part of who I am.
I'd identify myself as quite possibly the sexiest man alive. Myself as an Asian American of Japanese descent. Not necessarily Japanese American, but more Asian American in general.
Malaysian Chinese, not as much Asian American yet.
I would identify myself as a very, very international student coming in and fitting in pretty damn well over here.
Actually, I'm Indian, but otherwise I'm probably anyone you'd bump into on the street. And we don't think that we should have to identify ourselves as a culture, because that's very constricting. We don't like it.
And it gets a little bit more complicated when it comes to the States because you're now an Asian, you're a minority, and you're a New Yorker. So it's really, really tough for me to say like, what do I identify myself with? Because it seems coming to Columbia has made that more difficult to answer.
Integrating both your American culture and your Asian culture.
Integrating my Asian roots with my American roots.
Political identity.
But it's just a partial identity, like that doesn't define wholly who you are.
It's the box in the census.
Anyone who has grown up with Asian values, regardless of where they're from.
A state of mind. I think anyone can identify themselves as Asian American.
Include more of one's sort of investment in both an Asian and an American culture, not just who your parents are and where you came from.
It's just someone who has had some experience that makes them feel American, but at the same time also has some experience that makes them Asian.
What we call ABCDs. We call them American born confused ACs.
I mean, I would define it as recognizing that as an Asian American you face certain struggles in American society and that you're part of a community that wants to do something about that.
It's basically about like struggle.
Struggling to reconcile like traditional Asian beliefs and cultural values with American ones.
It's a struggle to find something in yourself that respects your background of being from Asia and also of being a young person in America.
It can be really empowering, but on the other hand, it can be really overwhelming for much of the Asian American population.
It's a balance between your daily lives and your values and just somehow incorporating both, but at the same time not being lost. the identity crisis that we all have.
I think we have a lot of identity issues.
I was pretty self-hating and ashamed of myself.
Remind yourself that it's not that bad being Asian, and there's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with expressing it.
It's our image that Asian Americans are meek and submissive.
Assumptions are often quite wrong and create a lot of misperception and misunderstanding, which creates a lot of tension and perhaps a lot of conflict.
And everybody's just sort of like, oh, you're not who you're supposed to be. What's going on? You don't match your face.
I mean, I think people are very quick to, judge you based on your skin.
There are lots of clicks.
Clickiness.
The clickiness.
Possibly a lack of communication. Lack of awareness.
Lack of cohesion.
Lack of interaction and integration.
Lack of sometimes cooperation. Segregated. Segregate ourselves.
Just the way people segregate themselves is that there's not enough unity. I would say there's less of a real community as an Asian American community on campus.
We're unified within our groups, but we're not really unified as Asian Americans.
It's very rare that I see an Asian kid walk around with a white kid or a black kid.
Upon entering college, feel the need to just band together in a little group.
And then when you try to hang out with another ethnic group,
It's kind of like, whoa, you don't fit in, you're a different color.
More and more segregated from the nation, because if they don't speak up for themselves, I really don't feel like anyone will speak up for them.
We're so consigned to not being involved in greater political issues a lot of times.
and a lot of Asian Americans here are apathetic. Apathy.
We're not that politically active.
Politically uninvolved.
Well, I see other ethnic or cultural organizations or groups having a specific voice in politics or in the media, but I think Asian Americans kind of lack that.
We don't really do anything about anything, you know what I'm saying?
It's not just that they don't, but that they really don't try to do it.
Obviously, you have to first address that it's a problem.
And we have faced racism in the past, and it's our duty to kind of be able to fight it together. Having everyone get together, explore and interact with their different ideas.
I would prefer to see things like, what can we do together as a community?
It's got to come from the individual, I think.
And one of the new images that we need to project is that we're just as aggressive and as goal-oriented as anybody else in this community.
Wiser to bring a bigger community out and share the similar interests.
And whether it's an internalization of the model minority myth and we're self-interested or we just don't care about it, I feel that's a huge problem. And what happens around the world and in America affects all of us, no matter what race we are, and we should be a part of that too.
Involvement I've had in any discussions with it was how I was telling someone that they should have an event called Culture Shock, because I thought that'd be a really good idea if you have all these different Asian American groups getting together. And then my friend was like, we're already doing that, and I felt kind of stupid.
It's a great way to bring together cultures in terms of performance.
Just bringing whatever talents you have, bringing the values, bringing the cultures.
It's like your past and present coming together.
To remind everyone again what their Asian roots are.
Well, it's about celebrating it and appreciating it.
What it is for us to come from our respective countries and try to fit into a community over here.
It's to share culture with students, educate students, and work and experience them.
For both Asian Americans and non-Asian Americans to be together and see that we are all the same in a way.
Culture Shock पे तुम्हारा स्वागत है।
Culture Shock now.
Culture Shock에 요거소.
आज के Culture Shock के आशा जना आपने स्वागत होता है।
हिंदी का लास्ट Culture Shock अब आ रहे हैं Culture Shock।
Selamat datang ke Culture Shock.
환영하다 Culture Shock.
Culture Shock에 오신 것을 환영합니다।
Culture Shock आने में आपको बहुत शुक्रिया।
Culture Shock निराशाएं.
पेज कर दिया Culture Shock।
Welcome
to Culture Shock.
See a stream of your face.